Toruń is a little-known city in the north of Poland, but it can be a hidden gem for your Erasmus. If you're looking for a cozy city with low cost of living and lots of student atmosphere, Toruń is for you. I'm Karolina from Erasmus Play, and I'm going to tell you all about this medieval city and how to turn your stay there into the best experience of your life. Toruń is the capital of the Kujawian and Pomeranian region, along with other city, Bydgoszcz. The old town is the center of the city, and it has been adjusted to today's modern life. The medieval buildings have been integrated to the needs of the inhabitants, and stores, bars, restaurants are located inside the elevated house. In Toruń there are several universities, the largest of which is the University of Nicolaus Copernicus, and it's the center of science with many innovative programs. Its name comes from the fact that Toruń is the birthplace of this famous astronomer. Poland offers a very wide service of public dormitories all over the country. Depending on the city, the offer is larger or smaller, both for Polish and foreign students. Often Polish universities, after confirming your Erasmus, will inform you if you can apply for the spot in the public residence. On the other hand, you should know that these public residences, they are not very modern, and you will have to share a room with another student. They don't usually mix Polish students with the foreigners, but it may happen. In both cases, it's good, because if you share a room with a Polish student, you will have the opportunity to know the country firsthand. And if you live with other Erasmus students, it is also good because you will share the same Erasmus experience. It depends on the building, but it's really common to share a kitchen, bathroom with other students. The public residences UMK, University of Nicolaus Copernicus, are divided into two campuses, City Center Campus and Campus Bielany. The prices for shared rooms in public residences in Toruń vary between 480 zł and 550, which is around 115 euros to 130. However, it may happen that your university does not have any available spots or doesn't have its own residences. Or you may want to live alone and have more privacy. In this case, in Toruń you will find a lot of rooms to rent, also shared rooms, studio apartments, and entire apartments to rent and later on share with your friends. The prices for a room in shared apartments start from 700 zł, which is around 170 euros, and studio usually costs about 1,500 zł, which is around 360 euros. Prices often don't include bills, so beware. First of all, you have to know that you can go from one point of the city, from one end to another by walking. But there are some neighborhoods that are considered to be further from the city center. Try to find accommodation in the center or close to university. The city benefits from a network of buses and trams, also in the night and to any neighborhood. So if it's 3 a.m. and you want to go home from the party, you can take the bus to any part of the city you want. But to save you the whole trip, we recommend to stay in the city center. For example, in these neighborhoods. Osiedle Chełmińskie, a neighborhood in the heart of Toruń, very popular among students. It's 5 minutes away by a tram from the UMK University. Nearby there are supermarkets, pharmacy, cinema, a hospital, everything you need within 5 minutes. Rental prices are usually higher than elsewhere in the city, but because it's such a popular area, the apartments are usually very well renovated. 𝒏𝒏𝒍𝒂𝒅 przedmieście, a neighborhood located by the Vistula River. In this area there is a wonderful park with a lake in the middle. The neighborhood is also located next to the university. That is why it's not the cheapest neighborhood. Also, one of the two biggest shopping centers, Toruń Plaza, is located there. So even if you don't choose to live here, keep the name of the mall. Many students get out of classes and walk 10 minutes to go shopping, to eat something during the break. Also in this neighborhood there are many second-hand shops, so if you like going thrifting in this kind of stores, look there. Koniuchy. This neighborhood is also very well connected to the city center and the university. Although the bus lines that usually pass through this neighborhood usually go farther. So sometimes even living close to the university, actually it will take you a lot of time to get there. Here you will find lower prices and the area is much quieter. From there you will be 15 minutes away from a gigantic park/forest where you can spend hours walking, biking, picnicking or having bonfires. Within the neighborhood there are several supermarkets: Biedronka, Lidl, 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒂𝒅. Stare Miasto, the old town. Although it is in the city center, there's little housing option there, and it's not the most comfortable. It's always noisy and the owners are usually abusive with the prices. Rubinkovo, the neighborhood with the cheapest prices in the whole city. The neighborhood was built in the 70s as worker dormitories. There are purely residential buildings. You will not find many leisure options there, neither commerce nor restaurant. You will have to go up to the city center. The neighborhood is considered to be more distant. In Toruń you can taste all the typical Polish dishes, but something that stands out among other Polish cities, it is the fact that it's most famous for pierniki, which are gingerbread cookies. The city center is full of these pierniki cookie stores and you can smell cinnamon in the air. Other dishes you have to try are pierogi, dumplings filled anything you want, spicy with meat, vegetable, cheese or sweet with fruit. You are lucky because in Toruń you will find free 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒂𝒂𝒅, which are restaurants. Then you won't have any excuse not to have a Polish dumplings afternoon. Toruń is also home to a chain of restaurants called Mannequin, where you can try crepes, or as the Poles says, naleśniki, like never before in your life, in form of pancake, sweet, Mexican with chili con carne, cheese, there's everything. I also recommend you to visit Bar Mleczny, Milk Bar, but the name has nothing to do with what you can eat there. They are places that offer food at very affordable prices. There you can order a soup as a starter and the main dish with salad, and you can feel 100% Polish. In Toruń there are several meal bars, so you can try food from different places. What I also recommend is that when you don't feel like cooking, but you also want to eat something that feels homemade, go to Northfish. It's a fast food chain, but not that fast food. It's not that popular, but for about €5, you will have a full menu. Downloading the app gets you more discounts. Other dishes that you must try: bigos, a dish of sauerkraut, sour cabbage with different types of meat, dried mushrooms and spices. 𝒏𝒍𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒂𝒅, dumplings made of potatoes and flour, cooked and served with onions or bacon. Kremówka, a puff pastry with cream in the middle. The dessert is very well known for being the favorite pastry of John Paul II, the Pope. Maybe it's not so typical for Toruń, but you also have to know that Toruń is considered to be a very religious city. In Toruń there are many choices of bar, restaurants and nightclub, although you will go to the same places every night. The most popular clubs are Hex, which is located in the basement of the medieval city hall, Stars and Erde. For a beer you can go to 𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒂𝒅, Vehicle or Credence. The last one is very popular among students because of the discounts they offer. Every day you get discounts for different things. In Poland they drink beer with sweet syrup to soften the bitterness of the beer. And in Credence you will find about 20 flavors. Toruń is a quite cheap city, not only compared to other European cities, but also among Polish cities. We have already told you that living in the public residence might cost you about €100. Room in a shared apartment is usually about €250. A semester ticket for public transport is around €48. Shopping at the supermarket for the whole month, 150, 200, depending on what you buy regularly. Plus leisure, travels, and daily expenses, it can be around 800, 1,000 euros. The whole center of Toruń is a UNESCO heritage site. The old town where the main market is located, along with the town hall, will transport you back in time. What is also worth visiting is the house of Nicholas Copernicus, the Gingerbread Museum, and the Toruń Planetarium. Every year, Bella Skyway Festival is held there, where lights, audiovisuals, and theatrical installations are projected in different sides of the city. For a quiet day, you can always go to Barbarka, which is a very big and nice park/forest for sports, picnics, or even horseback riding. From Toruń, you will be able to make many trips because this city is located almost in the center of Poland and is very well connected. You will probably want to visit Bydgoszcz, which is a city next door, only about 40 minutes by train. Poznań, a fairly large city where there's a lot of student atmosphere. More parties, more events, more to see. It's about 1 hour 30 by train. You cannot miss Gdańsk, which is a city of port and beach, although I'll tell you with that cold, don't expect much tanning. From Gdańsk, you can take a ferry to Scandinavian countries. It's also mandatory to pass through the capital, Warsaw. If you go in the second summer semester, in May they have 𝑬𝒓𝒂𝒔𝒎𝒂𝒅, which is a party for students that can last up to a week. In the morning there are games, picnics, other activities, and in the evening there are concerts, parties, everything. They organize 𝑬𝒓𝒂𝒔𝒎𝒂𝒅 in every student city, but the dates vary from one town to another. If you're going to Toruń, you can also contact ESN Toruń to get more information about Erasmus for the course when you go. Remember also to apply for the European health insurance card and get a commission-free card so you don't overpay by paying in zloty. We hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We would also like to remind you that we leave our social media links below in the description box, and see you soon with new videos. Assistant, bye!